Peter says, to whom shall we go to? Only you have the word of life. Only you have the word of truth. Only you have the things that we need to hear. So the believers are always ready to stand no matter what happens. But the unbelievers, whenever the light goes off, they go back. Whenever the promises of God is yet to be fulfilled, they got tired of following. They got tired. They start going from one church to another. And the Bible describes people who behave like that as harlots. They are never stable. They are never cold nor hot. They are very unrighteous people. So the make-believers moves with the crowd. So when the light is off, they are out. You can be receiving blessing, getting blessed, getting opportunity for growth. You are shining. Things are working out for you. Everything just being perfect for you. Whatever you do, God allows you to get to become prosper. Whatever you find yourself doing, God allows you to work out for you. That doesn't mean God is working with you. Because you see, you can be in the church and you are not part of Christ. You can be among the bride, yet you are not part of the bride. God can allow you to receive more bigger blessing than his true bride. That doesn't make you a part of God's kingdom. So what I'm saying this is that you have to be careful the way you are living your life before you lose God. Because people think it's totally impossible to lose God. You can lose God. In fact, that's one of the easiest things that can happen to you. That's one of the easiest things that you can do. God is losable. And God has given us the choice to make the kind of churches we want. We can choose to stay with him, and we can choose to stay with the word. So you can decide to stay with God. You can actually also decide to stay with the word. So what am I trying to bring you to understand? If your life is based only on the things you want to get from God, it means you are an unbeliever. If your life is based on how you want your prayers to be answered, God, why haven't you answered my prayer? God, why haven't you done things around in my life? God, why haven't you done these things? Look at them, they're getting high, they're growing, they're shining. Lord, I'm still here. Why haven't you done mine? It means you are an unbeliever. Because a believer will stay no matter what happens. The Bible told us, describes to us, and shows us the proof of those who believe God. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they stood. No matter how difficult the situation becomes, they were ready to give out their life. They forfeited their life for the sake of what they believe, because they are true believers of Christ. For you to be a true believer of Christ, you have to forfeit your right. Oftentimes, you have to give all you have to Christ. You have to let God be in charge of everything, be in control of your life to see the move of God. Because don't get it confused. You can be shining and yet you are very, very dark before God. You can be getting very rich and yet you are very poor before God. The Bible says they think they are increased with goods. They thought they have all the knowledge, and yet they are worse than any other thing. And yet they are dirty and wretched and naked and shameless. Because if you move with God with your ideas, God will not move with you, and then you can have the biggest crowd, you can have the biggest church, you can have the biggest ministry, you can have the biggest YouTube channel, you can become the most popular person in the world. God is not working with you. You can be using the name of the Lord, whatever things you do, and yet God doesn't use your name, whatever things he do. So it's very important for you to know how you want to work with God. To see the move of God in your life is one of the easiest things, but is God working with you is another thing that most people don't understand. You are getting blessed doesn't mean God is working with you. I'm saying that before, I'm saying it again, I've said it over and over again. You shining doesn't mean you're shining before God. The Bible says he came unto his own and his own received him not, and yet they claim they are with him, but they rejected him. Many of you claim you are with Christ and yet you've rejected Christ because of the things you want in your life, because of the kind of things you want to see in your life. God has constantly been rejected. And that's exactly why you think you're shining and yet you're groping in sin. You're dying in sin on a daily basis. You don't even know it.